If you have been working hard, pushing hard towards something and nothing is moving, you are very stuck, it's not because you're failing. It's because you haven't surrendered. First thing first, what is surrendering? A lot of people equalize surrendering to giving up, but these two are actually very different things. Surrendering is still doing what you have to do, but you let go of the outcome and the timeline. So you still go to that interview, you still write that resume, but you let go of when you will find the job. Or you still go look for that apartment, but you let go of when and where the right one will show up. Or you still show up and work hard on your relationship, but you let go of whether this person will stay or not. Surrendering is not doing nothing. It's about letting go of what you cannot control. And this is the key to manifestation. Manifestation is about allowing things to happen without you forcing it or chasing it. When you set up a goal, living in London, getting that job, being with that person, beautiful. You should always have goals. The problem is when you start to get fixated on the how, the when, and the what. This is where you block your manifestation without even realizing it. Let's break this down. Number one, let's talk about the when. When you are fixated on the timeline, when you're like, this should happen by this month, that should happen before I'm 30. Why hasn't this arrived yet? These are all the signs that you are trying to control the timeline. But manifestation is about acting like the version of you that already gets what she wants. That version of you will not panic. She is calm. She will not rush because she knows everything will unfold at the most perfect timing. Because if you really believe what you want is coming, what is the rush? But when you start questioning like, why hasn't this arrived yet? You are actually signaling your subconscious that I haven't got what I want. And guess what? The reality will keep on reflecting that back to you. Number two, the how. A lot of times when we have goals, in our heads, we already know the exact steps to get there. For example, you think to get rich, to make a lot of money, you need to get that job, you need to get promoted, and then blah, blah, blah. The problem is, if that one job doesn't work out, it feels like your life is completely messed up. It feels like your life would be a complete failure from this point on. But what if the universe has a better opportunity for you that can make you 10 times more money, that is 10 times better? When you are obsessed with a certain path, you completely block your opportunity to receive something better, something that's more suitable for you. You got to start understand that there won't just be one way to reach your goal. That's why I always tell people to focus on the why instead of the how. For example, if your why is being rich, there are a lot of ways to make money. If your why is being healthy, you can do workout, you can eat healthy. There are different types of workout, there are different types of healthy food. Or if your why is learning, university is not the only choice. You can take online course, you can do internship, you can start your own project. Stop limiting your own options. Number three, the what. Let's be honest. A lot of times we don't actually know what is the best for us. Are you 100% sure what you want right now is what you need? You want to manifest a relationship, but you don't even have a good relationship with yourself. You don't even love yourself. Or you want to manifest a lot of money, but you don't even know how to manage your income right now. This is not to invalidate your desire. This is to say that sometimes you need to work on what's needed in order to get what you want. Every phase of your life exists for a reason. It's always meant to teach you something. But when you get full on like, I need to have this right now, you can't see the lessons you need to learn in order to get what you want. You think the universe has abandoned you, but no, the universe has big gift prepared for you, but you are just not ready yet. So when you surrender is when you finally start being present. And that's when you notice the lessons you have to learn in order to receive the blessings. So how do we actually surrender? I was watching Gabby Bernstein the other day, and this is what she said. She said, the universe only ever have 3 answers to your desires. Yes, not yet, something better is on the way. Let that sink in. keep this in mind. It's only a matter of time before you receive what you want or something better. So when I feel stuck, when I work very hard and nothing is moving, and I start feeling stressed, controlling, grumpy, there's always one prayer and one question I will ask myself. The prayer is, thank you, universe, for taking this away from me. And then I would sit in my meditation, I would imagine that I put all my desires into a box, and then an angel come and pick it up and fly away. Hands up, not my problem anymore. If you're trying to manifest something, seriously, try this prayer, try this visualizations. It will give you instant relief. It's not your problem anymore. The universe is taking care of that. And another question that I will always ask myself is, if I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, what is my lesson here? This question always helps to bring me to the present and stop forcing things, but to notice what I can do right now. And don't get me wrong for like lessons. Lessons is not just about like, oh, you have to read a book to learn a lesson. Lessons can mean a lot of different things. For me personally in my life, my lessons has always been like learning how to rest, learning how to be more compassionate with myself, learning how to love myself more, learning how to stay grounded during uncertainty, learning how to trust the universe more. So really ask yourself this question, and I swear to God, you can always find what's the lessons for you. And last, I want to wrap up with my story about how surrendering actually changed my life. So some of you might know I used to live in Australia and now I live in Dubai. But when I moved to Australia, my plan was always to stay there forever. I'm not going back. But my plan obviously took a turn because of my visa problems. But when that happened, I was so fixated on staying in Australia. I was willing to compromise my dignity. I was literally begging my previous employer to help me stay in Australia, even though I was earning minimum wage and I hated that job. I was just willing to give up every ambitious goal I have just to stay in Australia. But eventually that didn't work out, and I had to move back home with my parents, and I got very, very lost because I'm like, the only plan I had didn't work out. And even at that time, I still refused to accept this fact. I'm like, I'm going back to Australia no matter what. But I kid you not, the moment I surrender, I'm like, universe, I'll let you lead the way. I was led to Dubai and I got the job I was looking for 2 years in Australia. And my life literally changed just like this. And right now, every time I look back that moment in my life, I'm always like, thank fuck, I didn't stay in Australia. Or I would still be desperate, still be miserable, still earning minimum wage and working in a job that I hate. I was never meant to stay in Australia, and I have so much more stories like this. Every time I think I know what I want, I was humbled. My point about this story is that if you are struggling with surrendering, don't feel bad about it. Nobody is good at surrendering. Letting go of our control over things is hard. Even handing control over to your mom, to your friends is hard enough, let alone you are handing control over to a divine or a higher power that you cannot see. But you have to believe that. You have to believe the universe always wants you to win. The universe has so much love for you, and it always, always wants the best for you. You have to trust that. And yeah, that's all for today, and I hope that this episode helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.